Singapore is one of Asia's leading data center hubs with around 1,400 megawatts of computing power. But it may not stay on top for long. Billions are flowing into similar developments just beyond its borders. So where does that leave Singapore? And can it keep up with the data center race? Let's take a look.
Ever wonder what happens behind the scenes when you share a video, shop online, or let AI handle a task? Your data is stored almost instantly, and the magic happens right here inside a data center. This is Equinix SG5, one of reportedly about 70 data centers in Singapore.
A data center houses servers, no different from how a hotel provides rooms for guests. So our guests here are servers which belong to our customers, and these customers come and locate their servers in our data center to facilitate their cloud operations. So, I always say the cloud doesn't really exist in the sky. It is physically located in the data center.
Asia is a data center hotspot with established hubs in India, Japan, China, and Singapore. The region accounts for more than a third of the world's current total computing power, and it's still expanding, especially in Southeast Asia. So, what's driving the boom?
The demand for next-generation technologies such as AI, machine learning, the demand for digital services such as video streaming, more data is being created and generated. Everything that's being put onto the cloud, it has to be stored in a data center. Singapore has always been a tech hub. All the major tech companies, they all have their regional headquarters in Singapore.
Data centers like this one, which spans roughly 3.5 football fields in Malaysia's Johor state, are thriving. They run day and night, consuming large amounts of electricity and water to keep systems cool. Most Southeast Asian countries have plenty of these resources, except Singapore.
Data centers in Singapore grow vertically as opposed to horizontally like you do in other markets. The Singapore model creates a lot of engineering and design challenges. That means that the cost of developing that data center and ultimately the cost for the end user is significantly higher than the Johor model, for example, where you'll see these long single-story buildings.
Space constraints also mean facilities in Singapore are usually shared by multiple users.
So if we're assuming that these Legos are both 300 megawatt facilities, this is what a facility might look like in Johor. The yellow is representing all one single customer, whereas if we look at the Singapore example, we've got a number of different color blocks here. Some of these blocks might be financial services, insurance companies, healthcare companies, cloud computing companies, a much greater mix of customers. So Singapore, over the last 15, 20 years, has developed a very strong ecosystem, which allows these services to plug into each other directly. So the diversity is the value add in Singapore, whereas the volume or the economies of scale is the value add in a market like Johor.
Singapore needs to make the most of available resources to grow its data center industry. The answer may be found here, the world's first data center testbed built for a tropical climate.
Singapore can actually look at floating data centers or underground data centers. A lot of data centers, equipment solutions are developed in temperate climate where the temperatures and humidity are much lower. They have a lot more solutions. For example, they can rely on the outdoor temperature to do free cooling. But because of a hot and humid climate, we have very limited options. That's also the reason why I think we can be, in fact, world leading in terms of adoptions of very high efficiency cooling solutions. Those solutions that we develop here in Singapore can also be exported across Southeast Asia.
As the region races to build, with resource-rich Malaysia and Thailand drawing tech giants to their shores, experts say Singapore has to stay in the game by attracting new investors, diversifying its ecosystem, and pushing ahead with innovation.